Hello, my name is Paula, and I'm going to be walking you through the concept of the software of the soul. So, when we all begin meditating and we start tapping into this silent field where there are infinite possibilities, and you start feeling connected to the source and feeling this unity, well, there's a question that naturally arises, and that is if we are all the same person, right? So it's a yes and a no as an answer. Yes, because we are all part of the same source. We all came from this field of infinite possibilities. Um, and we are connected in some way. So we are all expressions of this universal consciousness. So, yes, we are part of the same thing. And then, no, because from these infinite possibilities, we choose our own possibility and then we express it through our unique talents and our unique way. And we express our individuality in the physical world as well. So, it is a yes and it is a no. The thing is, we can always choose this from this field of possibilities, and basically, those choices are based on memories and desires. Okay, which are all part of the thinking process. So your memories and desires are different than mine, and this makes us unique, and the experiences that we express are unique as well. So, how does this work, the software of the soul? So, most of us would agree that we all have free will, and yes, we do, because we do have a choice, and we do uh, can choose from this field of infinite possibilities. But then, when it comes to practice, most of us are conditioned by our old habits and old behaviors, because actually we have them rooted in our memories and our desires. So it starts with an action, which is also karma in Sanskrit, and this action builds a memory. Then the memory, which is sanskara, the memory actually builds a desire. And then the desire, which is vasana, the vasanas, the desires actually prompt our future actions. So this is what runs our lives most of our times. It is as it becomes routine, it is something that is deeply rooted in our unconscious. So it's something that goes like in remote automatic pilot. So you're not very conscious that this is happening, but it is happening. And maybe you could notice it because you create the same patterns again and again and again. So it's okay if you feel well with your patterns and your ways, but if you notice that there's something that you might not feel easy with, or you would like to change, you can always change. Yeah. So the thing with this process is that it actually limits our possibilities, and it limits because instead of choosing many ways and having driving other ways, navigating situations in from a different perspective. We choose to go the same way every single time, over and over again. So this cycle repeats and it creates patterns, and these are old patterns that come into your life. So your memories and desires exist in your thinking, but meditation can help us go through the thinking, right? And when we meditate, we fall into this gap. And when we fall into the gap, eventually we actually cross into that field of silence and infinite possibilities. And we come out when we come out we actually, when we go inwards, we bump into our true selves, and when we come out we bring some of this true self back into our world. So as you move through life, it's easy to get locked in a pattern, that keeps leading you back to the same karmic action, but actually you can change it. So let me give you an example. For instance, there's something, um, there's this mm, bitter drink that you don't especially like, but then you get invited to a friend's house, you have dinner, and they serve this kind of drink. So, well, you don't want to offend them, right? So you end up drinking it and you sip it little by little until, well, you have a good time, you forget about what you're drinking, and you end up having actually a good time with your friends. So the next time you invite them to your place and you are making dinner for them, and you buy or you make some of this drink because well, you want to please them and you want to do something nice for them. So you just serve the same thing because you know they like it. And well, you have a great time once again, and well, you end up having this really nice conversation. You end up feeling good about it, and then it kind of becomes tradition among friends, because every time you gather, well, you've had such a great time that it becomes special, and you end up drinking the same thing. So this is the way you acquire, or you acquire a habit somehow. So this is the acquired taste. It could also happen for negative things that we want to lose, like smoking. So smoking is nothing like well, the release of anxiety or the relief of anxiety every time you light up a cigarette, but it's not making you any good, right? So you want to change that, but you keep coming back because it's difficult, because every time you're having a difficult situation, you have a stressful day, you it triggers a desire to smoke, and it's that memory of relief of anxiety that triggers that those kind of things. So the it's like navigating and having many options and many ways to go, but you end up going the same way. And well, most of people actually navigate in the very same way every single, for many things, and it becomes kind of predictable. So these are limited possibilities that most of us live with, and it feels like, or like your mouse on a treadmill. So you think you have free will and you think you're going somewhere, but actually you're not. And your current path may serve you for a while, but if you forget that you can choose, you get stuck in the same route. And meditation can actually help you break free from this route. How does it do that? Well, it does because memories and desires are only thoughts, and meditation takes you beyond the thoughts. So you tap into this field of infinite possibilities, and all memories and desires, well, are way past gone. So you have other options, and then you can recognize the opportunity to move away from these old patterns and expand horizons instead of just following the same path, and actually create something that it's joyful or loving or compassionate, and that you actually enjoy. So there's four simple steps to reprogram the software of your soul. So you start by witnessing the choice you make in every single moment, by being conscious, I'm sorry, for the things that you choose and how you choose to act every single day. And then uh, whenever it's challenging, you just stop and reflect, and you say, oh, all right, well, I will ask myself, what are the consequences of this action or this decision that I'm going to make? Then how does it affect me, and how does it affect others? Then you can tune into yourself and see how that feels. So maybe you can um, pay attention to the easiness or discomfort it produces within your body, most of all in the heart center, or the solar plexus center or chakra. And then you listen to your body. If it doesn't feel well, consider the consequences. If it feels well, just go for the action.